Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Road to 56 mod here today on the channel. We're playing as Germany, we're playing as you-know-who. The main objective of this series is to unite the world, as we have a responsibility to build a better world, to end mankind's constant state of war, so the real work, progress and perfection can finally begin. The coming wars will be terrible, yes, but it will be the last war. And when it is over, we will have a world united and at peace for the first time in human history. Imagine what humanity will then be able to achieve. A united human race could reach for the stars. Alright everyone, let's get stuck into the campaign. Been a while since I've played as Germany, particularly with all the new updated DLCs and the Road to 56 mod. So, we're going to be playing as you-know-who, of course, until someone maybe takes him out, or someone challenges him. We'll see. So, we're going to be going with a historical, of course, like I always love to do. I don't know, what do you guys do in the comments? Let me know. I like to have just like wild and wacky and different playthroughs. I don't tend to like go the historical approach just because America's so overpowered. I like the sandbox experience. So, I'm curious to see where the Soviet Union, France, and the UK go down. But we're going to build things up. We're going to try and follow sort of Germany's path historically, going after Poland and France, but we'll just see how we go. You never know. Sometimes there's an opportunity to go after another country, or you never know. Sometimes uprisings can happen. We can get challenged by some of the other officers, of course. So we're going to try and rebuild Germany and take our time with this one, and then try and conquer the world. Let's build up. Alright. Remilitarization of the Rhineland is complete. And let's get some divisions in Berlin as well. Oh, we've got a civil war going on in Japan. Interesting. So the Empire of Japan is facing the Communist bloc. Okay, so that's complicated things. That's one ally gone, potentially. But if we were to conquer the world and have the Japanese as our allies, we're probably going to betray them anyway. Like a man in the high castle. Pretty good show. Okay, so 4 divisions have landed in Japan, but I think the Communists are going to win. We're sending them a Lend-Lease as well. So even with this, so we're going to get the RNG of losing Japan to the Comintern, which is annoying. I don't think our divisions are probably going to survive this one. Okay, so we can now declare war upon Czechoslovakia. We've gone down the path in the tree, and potentially Romania can come in. Hopefully not. So we'll try and bring Czechoslovakia under German control, and we'll core the territory. And, oh, interesting. So Poland's got a civil war going on. So Romania's come in. Okay. That does put us and make us a little bit vulnerable, as we will be bordering with the Soviet Union. However, we will be able to get a huge bunch of oil. We might even puppet Romania. We'll see how we go. But we're currently flying into Czechoslovakia. And they're nearly going to capitulate. We've got a bunch of new units now. But at the moment, we are currently hoovering up territory. We are well and truly blitzkrieging the Czechs. Let's upgrade our air force there. Nice, they've capitulated. And we've managed to get 9,000 rifles. So let's just take the territory straight up. There we go. Looking good. And I suppose we go all the way to the Black Sea now. Now, there's only a 2-tile hold. Ugh, that can be sketchy. If we can just throw everything at it before they organize, we should be okay. We've broken through. And Romania should be able to fall soon. Okay, they've capitulated now. Now, we could make a border state, potentially. So we'll take some territory and we'll puppet the rest. And we'll take the navy as well. That could be good. Okay, so yeah, instead of taking for myself, we've puppeted Romania, making a buffer state. So we've got German Romania, and we've also managed to puppet a small state in the north. Cool. Oh, looks like Poland is interesting. Alright, we can actually invite Denmark to the Axis, which we'll do, as we've gone down that path in the tree. If we can expand the Axis, the better. Oh, wow, okay. Interesting. So there's a civil war going on in the Soviet Union. I don't think I've seen this one before. Recently, since I played Road to 56, we had the monarchists, the white and the red Russians, go at each other. But I haven't seen this split. Oh, wow. The Union of the Soviet Republics. So, that's not Nikolai Bukharin. No, it's someone else. Not Lenin or Trotsky. I don't think I've seen this one before. Alright, so they're throwing. Okay, so we're going to go after Poland now. Which is interesting. We can invite Hungary now that the war score has gone up. So it's actually not democratic. It's the peasant union that's now taken over, which are maybe... They might even join the Comintern, I don't know. We're going to be able to push in the south from Romania, so we will and truly surround them. They're going to drag some of their forces. So we'll march into Warsaw. And they don't seem to be holding. It might actually get to the point where we might be able to go into the Soviet Union earlier. Instead of going to France. Like, why would we declare war upon the Allies when we're on the border here and there's a civil war? Because at the moment they're distracted. Stalin's not doing his purges and stuff. And they're just wasting equipment and manpower. So they've capitulated. And we're going to puppet Poland, but we're also going to create a Ruthenian state to the south. The Empire of Brazil wants to join. Oh my god, that's a huge, huge country we can bring in. We're going to sign a non-aggression pact with Turkey as they're going non-aligned. If they were democratic, I probably wouldn't accept. Oh, okay. So now we've secured South American assistance, and we're actually going to go after the Soviet Union now in 1938 because we've got an opportunity here. They're nearly 50% towards capitulation. So we might as well focus on the Comintern before we focus on the other alliances. We've got Hungary, we've got Brazil and Romania, so we're in a really strong strength. We haven't got to the point where we've got really powerful mechanized tanks, leopards and stuff. So we're actually going to go in and try and take some territory from the other civil war going on. Just because it's lasted so long. I think you should just be sort of a... what's the best way to describe it? Really adaptive in Hearts of Iron 4. Okay, so we've got like a NATO formed. We've got Brazilian troops being sent, which is hilarious. Oh, okay. So no, we don't want that. So we've got the communists in the south, and we're now pushing in the north. We can actually declare war upon them if we want to, but I would rather not. They've taken a lot of the south. Okay. Especially with Denmark as well. They're securing the Baltic. Oh, they've capitulated. Nice. We're not going to be able to take all of it. We might be able to puppet some of it, though. Alright, so we've extended our territory into Minsk, what would be like Belarus. We've even taken a Baltic state. The Kingdom of Italy has declared war upon Yugoslavia. Okay, so what's happening here? Are they doing their own thing? I wouldn't even invite them in if they're going after that. Well, now that the Soviet Union's been weakened, we've managed to take Leningrad, which is huge. So we can just declare war upon the new Russian state after they took out Stalin. Rubber is going to be an issue, so we'll try and get that from the Dutch. So we're actually going to be able to take Russia even easier again If we can push from Leningrad, that's a huge capture point already. The Japanese can potentially come in. Okay, that's something to watch out for. But it's only the new government that's been in charge. So we're already sitting here. We're already deep into Russian territory as it is. So we'll try and finish off this. Yeah, I just feel bad for the Soviet Union. We've really exploited their civil war. And we're going to pincer from Leningrad like we can in Danzig. Look at this. We're about to get rid of a huge amount. Just need to hope that Japan or no one comes in, because that would be annoying. Alright, the fall of Kiev now. Okay, so we've got to watch out for this Mediterranean threat now. But it's 1939, and if we can control the Soviet Union... Oh. So they're... Oh, okay. So they got rid of Mussolini. Right, so we can get potentially an alliance with Britain. Oh, that's massive. Well, we'll try and do that then, because King Abel was always a bit of a sympathizer. Yeah, so we could... There's a chance that Italy would be angry. I think it's... They're more than likely probably going to side with us. Eventually anyway. That's kind of huge, though. If we could get Britain on our side, then we don't have to navally invade them, because that can be quite annoying. Okay, we're doing well here now. I can't believe Brazil decided to join the Axis. That's insane. Nice. So, yeah, the UK has joined Germany. I guess the writing's on the wall once the Soviet Union's getting brought down. Yeah, no, the king's in charge. They've moved away. Okay, well, let's invite them in. And now there's going to be British soldiers fighting the Russians in Crimea again. Interesting. Okay, so we're about to push into Sevastopol. Sevastopol? I don't know. How do you say it? I can't remember. But already their equipment's probably like wasted. The 4th International. Okay. Yeah, so Canada, the US have made an alliance. Looks like the Allies are being dissolved, while Australia is doing its own thing as well. Okay. So war with the Americans potentially is going to happen. Alright. Trotsky grad. That's cool. Yeah, I guess he's in charge now and more influential. This happened in the Soviet Union playthrough, where France like threw. That's what I like, man. I like these alternate timeline playthroughs. You never know what's going to happen. But so far, the German war machine is doing fantastic. Okay, I just need to redraw this. We're pushing towards the Ural Mountains. Once you go over it, it's very easily to capitulate them. But it looks like we're at war with France now, which is ultra annoying. We're going to have to get some units to double back. Oh, they were so close to capitulating as well. Okay. And they're holding that again. The peninsula. Well, it's not really a peninsula, it's like an island now. It's like barely connected. I'm surprised they haven't capitulated though. Oh my god. They're just hoovering up territory. The French are pushed over the Maginot. Oh shit, we could capitulate if we're not quick enough. The Brits and Danes are flooding over. Look at this. We're actually like lost 10%. Oh my god. Come on, get there. There's troops coming. They just have to go from one end of Europe to the other. Stuttgart, Frankfurt has fallen. We're 30% towards capitulation. Okay, our units are here now. We should be able to stop that. Oh my god, there's a pole. What's going on here? How did that form out of... Oh god. They're back. Okay, they're nearly done. A general got wounded. This war is just kind of crazy here. Like, keep going. Need to redraw some of this. Also, this chunk here in the Caucasus is annoying. Okay. We've sort of stopped that push, but you got to give it to France, seizing the opportunity. They do tend to go communist quite a bit. In Road to 56, a mod I'd highly recommend. Also, speaking of mods, all my mod lists are available to YouTube channel members on the community page, if you're curious. Alright, we're going to march into Trotskygrad. And hopefully that's the end of them. I do quite like the name. The names of the cities that change. Leningrad, St. Petersburg. Londongrad. I guess that's what we're going to call it now. Man. This war is just a little bit crazy at the moment. It's all over the place. It's just like they're pushing. It's now that we have to divert our forces. Okay, we might be able to lay a trap here. We'll go all the way down there. Nice. Go, 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 go. Oh, we're about to have a massive encirclement here. Nice. Yep. And then grab everyone to go to Strasbourg. And that's a huge blow to the French. Still dealing with just like small pockets of resistance. I think that's what we just need to do. Because I'm kind of blown away that, like, we're pushing, but we actually just don't have enough troops to hold the border. So we're going to have to just, like, really focus on these small gaps. Okay, now we're over the Maginot Line. We just need more units to help us. We just don't have enough to fight on such a land border, a huge land border, which is the Soviet Union. Even with the UK and other units. 222. Okay, we're just outnumbered slightly. We don't have the numbers, but we do have the quality. Alright, we've retaken that. That's good. Now we just need to focus up there. Alright, France is about to capitulate. The Kingdom of Italy has gobbled up Yugoslavia now. And have they brought in... Yeah, so they've gone monarchy as well, kinda, which is interesting. Alright, France is about to fall, surely. As the last holdout in Brittany. They've capitulated. Okay, so now we can swing back north. And get those units that were fighting in France. We might even need to go all the way to Vladivostok, maybe. Alright, let's give out some orders there. I'm surprised they're holding on so well. Losses-wise, we're still pretty good. We've only lost a third of what they've lost. They've casually lost 1 million. To be fair, the Brazilians have come in and thrown like nearly 100k. Same with the Brits. Rommel's injured, okay. We still got 1.8 million manpower at our disposal. 1940, taking a little bit longer than what I anticipated. But it was worth to push. It's just like we haven't got the like crazy overpowered armor just yet from when we would be moving into the Soviet Union. But most of Europe is going to be under our control soon. They are still holding on. I kind of don't believe it. Okay. Yeah, so the Allies got dissolved when Edward became the King of England. I wonder if he would ever abdicate to George. Ah, they've capitulated finally. Well, we'll puppet the Soviet Union and the other states. And we might even create some buffer states as well. Just calculating. Oh my god, here we go. The Treaty of Vladivostok. No, oh my god. Well, we've united Europe. most of Africa, Brazil. So the only states are essentially NATO, with the US and Canada and Mexico and Australia. Okay, so we need to edit some of these divisions because we can actually properly get tanks, super heavy tanks, artillery as well. We just haven't needed the units. We've had so many and with our allies, but we're going to start to pump out more units. We took a break just to build up our logistics. So let's bump all them down. Now that we've cored so much territory, and then we'll make work against the Americans. We'll make some like artillery units as well. I do quite like them. Just to bombard. Okay, so yeah, they're actually at war for some reason. We can actually get involved, but I haven't just yet. So there's a little bit in Africa, Ireland, Belgium. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to get in because we don't have Iceland. Going from the north is hard. I guess we focus on Ireland. And we might actually be better off to go to Alaska, maybe. Yeah, because we can actually build stuff there. A naval base and an air base and stuff. Yeah, I think we go and invade from Alaska. China wants to join. I guess. Rather than making their own faction. Okay, so I've landed right next to Alaska with our units. Had to build an air base and increase the dock size. Now that we've got a Russian-friendly German... a Russian government friendly to Germany. Belgium, we're going to march in on. And then we've also got to take Dublin as well. But thankfully, we never had to deal with the UK. Okay, and we're going to invade from Alaska. I guess we could even give it back to the Russians if they wanted to. Okay. Now, it can be quite difficult, logistics-wise, even with supply as well, since the new update, so we'll see how well we can do. We might be able to get to... We can actually invite Italy, which we'll do. That's kind of huge. After they conquered Yugoslavia, I guess they think the writing could be potentially on the wall. Yes, if we can get to the Pacific Northwest, that'd be good, but we'll see how we go. Just putting units up here to distract the US Army and its allies is a smart play. While we try and figure out how to get on the East Coast. Alright, we've landed now. And we're going to try and flood as many forces over. And we'll call in everyone. Nice. So we've landed in Anchorage. A German platoon is here. And hopefully this will be the last war to end all wars. For humanity. And let's try and go all the way down here. Okay, so we're fighting fierce resistance. Canadian, Mexican, and forces are holding us. They've landed in Dublin now. If we can get that, we might actually be able to navally invade from the west coast. Which can be difficult. It's worth sending everyone in though. Man, it's tough invading America already. Let alone now that it's 1942. And they're united quite strongly, North America. So I guess we try and make a plan to navally invade there. Okay, progression is sort of stalled here because now the states have like super overpowered. It's 1942, it's really hard to fight them. Okay, well, we've got a naval invasion going on here in Bermuda. I didn't realize that the Brits owned that island. So we can actually navally invade the East Coast. You're always better attacking the US from the East Coast as you can gobble up all of the territory in the capital rather than the West. So that's where we're going now. And hopefully we can progress. But yeah, I always fear fighting the US after 1940. It just makes things so much more difficult. But yeah, luckily we had the Brits in. If we didn't have Bermuda, I don't know how well we would go. So we've got a footing. Let's just sort of throw everyone in. Now, hopefully we've kind of baited them as well. I think we're sort of in a bit of a stalemate in the cold, harsh tundra, which is Canada and Alaska. Things have really stopped there, but we're just flooding everyone in now, and hopefully we're just like dragging divisions away. All right, I'll move the Air Force down. Sure, we'll accept that with the Swiss, but they are holding. We've taken Washington. We are progressing slowly. Man, this is really tough. Okay, much better. Florida. We've even got Chinese troops here helping us, and Russian. Michigan's about to fall. Same with Texas. Okay. This might even go to 1943, but we'll see. And our civvies are fine. Okay. We're at a little bit of an issue here because we've just burned through so much manpower. I think we just wasted a lot in the north. And it's just a bit of a grind now. 1943. Small gains. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Yeah, just up in the north, they're just really, really holding. Those divisions are cooked. Still worth, though. But if we couldn't push from the east coast, I don't know. Okay, more reinforcements have arrived. We've lost 1.5 million. Crazy. God, and they've also got like unlimited supply from like Canada and Mexico whenever they need as well. India's joined the Australian alliance that we're at war with now. Annoying. Just dealing with the Belgian resistance there. Let's come back up. But the Soviet Union and American invasion has been such a slog, man. Just make sure all our alliances are active. LA still stands. But my God. You have to have a united Europe to go after the US after 1941. Especially on Route to 56, jeez. It's just, they just get so many bonuses, man. It's kind of crazy. I always fear the late game American stomp. Ah, finally we got them. Phew. Well, let's puppet North America. Nice. The Treaty of Athens. The German Protectorate of America. Oh my God. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So there's some small states. Even the oh yeah, because technically Japan was at war with them, weren't there? So they've got a little bit of a claim in some territory. Shame they went communist. They could have been allied with us. So we brought in Mexico and now Canada and the US. Nice. And now we've made the Axis world. Well, we're going to wrap things up here. August 1943. We have fulfilled Germany's ambition to become the main power. We've conquered the Allies and the Soviet Union. Not really much else we can do. We're at a position where we can just steam and roll anyway. But anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. Hope you've enjoyed this Germany playthrough. It was a lot of fun. A lot of twists and turns and a lot of stuff I didn't expect. But anyway, like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. Stay tuned for another upcoming video. Take care of yourselves. My name has been Simpsy. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.